Okay, so what are we going to do when they close the parks?
I doubt that they'll close the parks.
That's what they're talking and calling for. Playgrounds and parks closed. Interesting, isn't it? That bike is fucking filthy. But it's not really time to start trying to clean that up either yet. Soon. Hi. Oh, look at me.
I wasn't ready to run.
Hey?
I was going to put them on, but you
Oh,
were
it was
gone.
doing that. Well, I thought you were behind me, Tim. And I was going to stay home, but I'm not sure if I wanted to do that either. I could use the fresh air. I don't feel good with the mess I cleaned up, Tim. It was not good. The water has been leaking down there probably for at least 3 weeks, because it's the last 3 weeks or more that I have been fighting with your shower really kicked it over the edge. But if there's a hole in the thing, that explains it a lot. Explains maybe some moisture in the winter, and I couldn't understand that. That's why I lifted the boards back in the winter. Well, winter, I don't know, November. Because that's, said to Tony, I said this was clean in the whatever, and then it looked kind of mucky. You know, somewhere towards, I don't know, November, December, somewhere in there. And then the next thing I knew, I figured the door had been left open. It probably had, but they chewed a major hole in the course of the last 2 or 3 days.
It's on camera, and I'll just babble
As well.
for a few minutes.
So it's interesting.
These are eating bait.
No, they've chewed a major hole in the wall. They're not coming in through their side. If they were, I'd be fighting poop there. See, it all, well, now I know where I was starting. Tim, it was that thick in there, underneath, including nests and the whole bit. And he said there's one in the shower in the back corner, underneath the shower. He will cut it open at the bottom and clean it out and spray it. He talked about. Okay, so what are we going to do when they
figured
close the
that out
parks?
yet.
A heater is probably the.
He just wants to
That's
dry
what
it
they're
out from
talking
him
and calling for.
when he works in there.
Playgrounds
Well,
and
how
parks
soon do
closed.
you think I could do that?
For Sunday.
Interesting, isn't it?
I got the small
That
fan
bike is fucking
upstairs.
filthy.
What small fan?
The 12 inch.
But it's
How
not
are we going
really
to
time
fit
to
it
start
under
trying
No,
to
it
clean
goes-
that up either.
So it blows
soon.
under that.
The one in the window.
No, the small one
The
here.
small one won't be enough to do it. It's got to
Hi.
be like a little heater
look at
kind
me.
of thing.
Wasn't ready to run.
Oh, it was
That
doing
would be
that,
enough
was it?
to
Well,
do dick.
and I'm not sure what with respect to a fan. I don't know if I can turn a fan on its side. I really don't think I should. But a heater under it, if I got a heater on it, say by Saturday,
Right.
like rather than going in and finding it tonight or today, and got a heater, like one of the little space heaters, because they're the little square things that would sit near it, and then, but I have closed it up. The last thing I want is them to come in like a party, because then it's just everywhere, and I baited in it. I haven't washed it yet. I decided I would hold off. Once it gets a little dry, we'll put some more gunk down. So it's so we're out for a few minutes, and that's a good thing. And then we'll go in and you can have a short nap. And I don't even know if we've got what we're doing tomorrow
Right.
yet. I haven't talked to Kelly yet. I figured by this evening I will call her.
Okay. Should we
Lorene does not know if she even wants to go to Abby. She did suggest we come over and hang out in her yard. But at that point, they ought to hang out in my yard, because I've got probably better yard. And if it was in the afternoon, maybe.
Right.
But I don't know. I figured what would end up was, I don't see why she wouldn't go to, say, Sarah Bella's with us. Ryan is on board for tomorrow. I said,
Yeah.
we're going to do something.
That's what he said.
Yeah, we're going to do something. I don't know what yet. Was he all right with that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
He's
good.
pleased. He's going to spread it all through the building.
Well, I hope it's all okay, but it's my sense is it's the way things are.
Yeah.
I could have taken 10 boxes for a lot of reasons. No, it doesn't work with shit. But it would have been that, and I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. He seems to think he knows how to pop it off, but if he
What are you going to do with water between now and...
I say
I'm not
Tuesday.
going to be using much of it.
You really can't run anything down there if I'm planning on running a heater, right? So you have to close the sink, and it has to be done with a bucket, and then it has to be dumped. And I would tell you, if you had a nice cream bucket that you could put a little suds in, that you could at least wipe a plate, and that's all you do with, like you pretend you're camping. You can't be making coffee either. So it's...
Why can't I make coffee? That's not putting anything down the sink.
Any water down that sink, Tim.
It's not putting water down the sink making coffee.
Well, you
Putting
empty the
water
thing
in the
out.
river. No. Not anymore. You're to that point where there's nothing left in it.
Well, you're not using the sink up there till probably Tuesday or whenever he gets done.
Yeah.
So, like I said, an ice cream bucket would be the smartest way to do it, and the easiest thing. You could fill it. You could fill that, and dumping it. Then you would just, if it's only half full, it should carry down the stairs and dump outside. Okay, and at least that much. Or if you didn't want to go outside, you can dump it into the toilet. As long as there's no rags in there or something. And I just, right now, I mean, I've got stuff all in the back because of the truck, which is half of why there's a bunch of stuff now in the garage that wasn't there. And then I decided to unload everything on top of it too. What fun.
Yeah, I know, right?
You figure they're coming in that side too?
No, just here.
No, it doesn't work with
So you
shit.
find it.
Along that side. That's their point of entry. That I should be finding rat poop in other parts of the garage if there was another point of entry. I'm like that's the nearest spot that they come in and he seems to think he knows how to pop it off, but if the nest is siding, he can do it. I can't. And he said that too. He said, "You've got some mildew." I said, "I found that." I said, that's brand new too." But then I'm not surprised because I've got nests under there, and if there is water, well, anyway. What are they?
Knave of Wands. No, sorry, Knave of Swords. 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands. 4 of Wands.
Knave of Swords?
Knave of Swords.
No, it doesn't work with shit. Let's stay over there for a second and I'll look. So, I don't know. I don't know.
That's a little bit. Move this way with the
He
sun.
seems to think he knows how to
Yeah,
pop it
just
off,
let's
but
go
if
there,
you
I
decide
don't
you
know.
can do it.
Okay, so
I can't.
swords 2, 3, 4, wands. God. Okay. It's interesting. Hi, here, smile. There we are. There we are. I'll take a picture. Taking a picture. There. Okay. No, I'm not even supposed to be this close, Tim. Like I said, they're talking about closing the parks.
Closing the what? The pubs?
The parks.
Oh, the parks.
There are people out there right now that are hounding in the air to get all the playgrounds closed. And the parks are
This is good for you. It's good.
gone too, so.
This is important to do, Tim, because does keep us going.
Same.
No, health-wise. This is good.
So, we're on a little, oh, wait a minute, there's one of my little birdies, isn't it? Where are you? There you are. Tim, I think it's a dead bird.
Yeah, it's the same one that was there yesterday.
It's a dead
Very
bird.
solstice and everything else.
Oh, shit. Teresa Marcotte made a comment on your Facebook page about that you shouldn't be out at all near anybody, that you should be staying home, which is just terribly sad. Look at that. Look at flowers. It might even be spring or something like it, right?
Well, something close to it.
Huh?
Something close to it anyway.
Well, let's hope so. I hate getting the garbage can on this. There. Makes you wonder why the city of Chilliwack's here. I've got to pack stuff up.